Eurozone is finally growing again after the longest recession on record. Last month, consumer confidence also jumped to the highest level in 1.5 years. But Europe continues to struggle with high unemployment and the aftermath of this debt crisis. Here's Jack Barton.
This time last year, the Eurozone was stuck on a merry-go-round of recession, spiralling unemployment and toxic bank loans. The banks remain wobbly and the jobless rate at a record high, but the bloc's economy is finally growing again.
The Eurozone as a whole has really left the recession for good and is now up for some very meager growth rates.
That meager growth, in fact recovery as a whole, remains uneven.
Up to now, it's mainly a German story. So we've had strong German growth, technically pushing the Eurozone out of recession. But if you look at the individual European countries, you see that most of them are still stuck in a recession. Now the big question is, if you look into the second half of this year, whether the German engine actually is strong enough to pull the rest out of the recession.
And Europe's finance sector is still in desperate need of reform and money.
We still have national regulators, national supervisors, who all basically conspire to keep the losses in their own banks under lid. And therefore, the real clean-up operation in Europe has not even started.
But the future of the euro finally seems secure, and consumer confidence hasn't been this high in more than 2 years, adding to the growing sense of optimism. Here in Belgium, business confidence is at an 18-month high. And it's a similar story across much of the Eurozone. So even though Europe's economy still hasn't regained its roar, the meager recovery is prompting fund managers and market strategists to predict that a long-term rally for the continent's markets might soon be underway. Jack Barton, CCTV, Brussels.